Hello, hello. Don't care. Get that shitty pop-up out of here. By the way, guys, Duolingo drops are enabled for this stream. Hello again, Modnar. I hope you're also excited for the Duolingo drops. Is this game always this loud? There we go. I disabled mine because I saw the Duolingo drops. Alright, so there's bonus blood points for Killer, so we're actually going to be starting today off with Killer. Normally I play Survivor, but I mean, blood points are blood points, you know? We'll play a game as Knight to start us off, and then we'll get increasingly silly with it. We'll probably go Knight, Xeno, Springtrap. Maybe I'll even play Legion. What's my build? It's certainly a build. I'll tell you that much. It's because I don't have shit for killer perks. Crow Knight, yeah. He has another skin that I really like. I don't have it, so I can't show it to you, but it's the Moth Knight skin. Doesn't look like a moth, but Freddy Krueger? Oh, I'm not playing Freddy. Even if they buffed Freddy, I'm not playing Freddy. Actually, I don't think I own Freddy. Trapper when? The only trapper you're finding here is me when I'm in cross-dress. You know are bad? Ooh, twins. Whenever I need to think of a bad killer, I just go with twins. No, I don't own twins. That does remind me though, I had my friend Dastius, I mentioned him last stream. He said to me before, you know, it's a little weird that you do Dead by Daylight content and you don't own even most of the killers. Ooh. Ooh. Early pick, where are you? Got her! The hunt begins! Oh, no, no, no. I have her here. Alright, hi Cloud. Thank you all for stopping by. What a nice turnout. Rebecca, can you stop struggling? You're really ruining the audio quality of the stream. Fucking survivors, bro. Where'd you go, Bill? There you are. I wonder if they're gonna outrun the assassin. Looks like it. Sometimes people do. They're actually doing really good right now. Knight is probably one of the less good killers that I play. But I really like playing him, so I don't mind that he sucks. Ooh, nice spin. I haven't seen somebody do that in a while. Ooh, fuck. Okay, you're tricky. Hold on, somebody's back on that gen. I can't have that. Who do we have here? Maria. Who the fuck is Maria? Yeah, I saw that coming. What I'm actually gonna do, though. We're gonna double back. I guarantee you they're on this gen over here. Look at them run. Killer's gotta be awful to play on computer. I play with a controller. Immediately drop another one. The best use for guards, in my opinion, is always, if you can get somebody in a chase with a guard, it's always good to kind of predict their movement and cut them off. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to hit him. He wouldn't have gone down anyway. Because the guards will normally follow them in a straight line. So you almost wanna dragonfly, right? You wanna move to intercept where they're going, and the guard will prevent them from doubling back. Could probably catch somebody doing that. Yep. And then that far generator is gonna be the one they're on. Alright, so he's not going to be able to catch any of them, but we can immediately put pressure, just like that. Which stops them from healing. More importantly, that's not the only injured person here. You'll notice. See? Look at these cowards. He's not going to make it. He's out. We have another injured person nearby. How fortunate. You hear her? She's hiding. There she is. Cut her off. Ooh, okay. Good move. We're gonna let him continue the chase to keep pressure. We need to check this gen. I guarantee you they're here. Beautiful. They're not here. Okay. They're on that gen then. She went down somewhere over here. Hi, friend. Guess where you're going. Alright, they're gonna be on that door. Yep. They're still in the area. They're just hiding. Cut a wide net. Got him. You're not gonna make it. They're in a very risky situation right now. Double back. She might make it. Yep. Ooh, nice. Good game. I like to see that. GG's. Alright. Nice Survivor endgame, yeah. They definitely pulled it together for the endgame there. Alright, we'll do a game of Xeno next. You don't know who I Like Menderman is? It's Slenderman's gay cousin. And he shows up and he's like, collect my pronouns. I keep forgetting there was a, more like Wokeder man. Hold on, are you guys familiar with the Is It Woke game reviews? Let me check their review for Dead by Daylight. Alright, I found a ton of shit that I'm gonna read for you after, after this, after this game. So, I have a Reddit post from 5 months ago, a Steam review from last year, and a post on behaviors forums from 2021. And all of them are like, woke culture finally got Dead by Daylight. But apparently nobody can agree on when woke culture got Dead by Daylight. Let's go here. No? Okay. Sometimes I struggle with finding survivors, as you know. We got one just on the other side of this wall here. Nope. Good job not counting the pallet. Nice! Beautiful. Gotcha. Nice try, though. There's the hook. We could probably find someone if we go straight over here. Are they looping around? Yeah, they're going for the save. That's okay. That means we can put pressure on 2 people. We got her. Why are you still running this loop? Okay, if you were in her position, after that first hit, you should have immediately dropped the pallet and gone for the unhook. I wouldn't have had the time to stop you. Even if the pallet didn't stun me, it still would have been worth it. This way. Wrap around. Got her. Somebody's nearby. Nice try. You gave it your best. Ooh, I thought she was gonna go for the drop. All of these survivors seem to think they're gonna spin me. I go for a lot of lunges as knight, because I always think my sword has further range than it actually does. I don't really make that mistake with, Xeno. Hi. Not what I meant to do. What? Decisive strike! I haven't seen that in years! She's still nearby. Yeah, nice flashlight, buddy. Where are you? Fuck-ass turret. Where's, let's go up here. That one. Fuck. Fuck, I messed it up that time. Gotcha! Hello? Pallet save here, maybe? Nope. Somebody's here, though. Ooh, okay, good. They're going for the drop. Shit, okay. Gotcha! Somebody's on the other side of this wall here. I knew I just saw someone. There it is. I knew it was coming. trading? Literally would have been solved by just running me anywhere else. You have teammates who can take the aggro for you. Nice try. You played the pallet too early. Somebody else is nearby. They've probably pre-cooked. Okay. So we can protect. Okay. This way. I was gonna try and snipe her, that wasn't gonna work though. I'm so glad I don't play Survivor, so I don't gotta deal with this. Deal with what? Xeno? Oh, not a lot of people play Xeno. You're not gonna see a ton of Xeno. Springtrap.
Promise a fun time.
I'm about to copy your perk deck so I can have a good build. Dude, do you see how many perks I have available? I have like nothing. There is no way I'm gonna make a good build here. I'm using 2 of his default perks. I'm just working with what I got. I'm trying to think. Surveillance wouldn't make sense because I already have the ability to teleport to generators at will. Surveillance is just one of my favorite perks though. No, I don't need that. I don't get stunned often enough for that. Pop Goes is always a safe perk to bring. Yeah, we'll just fuck it up with this. This isn't exactly an ideal build, but... Okay, so what I will say, Phantom Fear is actually a really good perk. And the reason I always run it on Springtrap is because you'll have so many times where Phantom Fear will trigger, and you knew there was somebody nearby, but you didn't quite know where they were, and it just immediately gives them away. It's so funny. Phantom Fear is only broken against cowards who are afraid to get into a chase. we'll start with the first one. This is a Reddit post from 5 months ago. Why is Dead by Daylight so woke? Oh, this is a shit post. Never mind. Alright, here's a Steam page. This is from user The Huzz. So now that behavior has gone full woke, do you think it will be just the lore, or do you think they will add something like a new trans survivor, or just blatantly obvious gay cosmetics? I don't really care if it's just lore because I don't read them anyway, but I might for cosmetics and new characters if it's obvious and distracting. I honestly don't understand why they couldn't just keep the sexual orientation out of it and left ambiguous. Then it just becomes a character and you can pretend whatever you want about that character since there is no canon. It's not really important or relevant for us to know whether or not they like to take it in the butt. They hate us because we're jealous. I like that. I haven't heard that one. Gen 2. Somebody's here. I don't know how we both fucked that up. She's pre-dropping all the pallets. So she knows to duck, but not to pre-drop? Her friend's nearby, I know that. Which is fine by me, that just means they're wasting 2 survivors on 1 chase. Through here. Somebody's working on the gen up here. I mean, good thing they let us up here so we can ruin this. Alright, watch this. Listen. She went left, yep. Coming back. This is what I mean by I don't mind when there's multiple people in a chase, because they're wasting time. This way. Yep, thought you were slick. And that's where her survive with friend comes in, thinking that I'm not knowing that they're a duo. And I get the hook anyway. this one.
Insolent whelp.
Give them a moment to breathe. She's to our left here. She's hiding. She killed herself. Good choice choosing not to waste the pallet when I got the hit already. Ooh, okay. And I'm breaking away. We're gonna check this gen. Hey, Sir Fracas. What do you know? They're here. Gotcha!
Yes.
See? Dumbass. So that's a little trick for, well, a tip for you guys if you play killer. If you've had survive with friends that are like mosquitoing around you every 5 seconds, if you get a down, expect that they're already there and they're gonna try and get that flashlight save. It'll get you a down so many times. She's nearby. She's hiding.
Lay there and suffer.
This is what I mean by I don't mind when they want to, like, you know, they want to interfere in my chase, they want to get in my face, they want to do this shit. Because they're wasting time. This is time that they could be spending doing gens, and instead they're just trying to harass me. And all it's doing is getting me more hooks. It's just ending the game faster. They're not any closer to winning. We're gonna get our pop goes here. I have their Thalita on the ropes. And I guarantee you we can get one of them if we go back. Phantom Fear on that one. We're gonna whiff that, but that's okay. Hi. Yeah, nice try, loser. I wasn't born yesterday. You guys watched one, like, fucking Noob 3 video and thought you were as good as him, and you could pull all the fucking tricks and spins that he pulled in 2017. They're going up for a drop. Yep. They were looping around. No. Hi. They actually played right into my hand. They don't realize it, they just 3-gen themselves. I want you to take note of where the last gens are on the map. There's one over there, and then there's 3 that I can sit right on top of. Nowhere to run. We want them to back off and then take that other gen out there, because then they won't be able to win. Sniped. Yeah, so much for your bodyguard, huh? She doesn't have a flashlight. Thank you for the sub. Always appreciated. Alright, let's see where the other one went. They should be somewhere nearby. They're probably already doubling back for that unhook. That's fine though. We'll let them have it. Oh, she killed herself. Competition for hatch now. There it is. And just juice. I'd be toxic too if this was how they were playing. This is why I always say, like, I separate myself from the match, right? It's why I always tell people, like, I don't want to stoop to their level and become that asshole. Because there are good players in the community, and you're always going to have matches against the bad players. It's important to not carry that same, like, radioactive sludge into other matches, because then you're ruining the experience for new players and for casual players and for people who just want to have fun. And ultimately that hurts the community, right? If somebody's trying to get into the game and I don't know if you ever were around for this, but there was a series of people who would play Cannibal, and they would just camp basement because they had been, you know, their parents were killed by a survive with friends using flashlights or something. Like, toxic players make more toxic players. So I endeavor to never stoop to their level for the sake of the community, because this is a game I greatly enjoy. I'm gonna light all my candles. I don't know if that's gonna increase the ambiance, but I think it'd be interesting. I don't think you can even hear the additional candles. Their dog was killed by a Sabo bully squad, yeah. Let's read another woke review. Hearing candles? Yeah, can you not hear the candle? Damn, I just realized that review I read for you guys earlier, the Steam page review. He reposted that review 4 years later. I found a question on the Steam's forum page for Dying Light the Beast. And it's just, is this game woke? I'm thinking about getting the game, but I don't want to get conned 5 to 6 hours in the game and not have the option to refund it. And then somebody with a pink ghost face profile picture replied with, "The game is awake." Alright, this is on the Dead by Daylight forums. Saw German man salute immediately. Woke or not. Worth it or woke? God, this site screams radical right. I don't want to get too political, because that's not what I aim to do here on my stream. But I want to point out that there's a pop-up immediately that says, "Get notified of our newest reviews. You can unsubscribe at any time." And you either allow it or you say that you're too woke. Alright, is there a search option? Yeah, okay. Dead by Daylight. No results for Dead by Daylight. Well, chat, there's no results, so I think we can... I think we can say that Dead by Daylight isn't woke, because there's no results. Which means that playing Dead by Daylight makes you based and red-pilled, and whatever the fuck the older guys I knew when I was younger would say. We're gonna play some Survivor. We're hitting the midpoint of the stream. Yeah, we'll keep this build. I like this build. Oh, I already got all... Okay. You know, we'll save our blood points for killer levels later. There's so many member exclusive reviews. I believe it. Sorry about that. I didn't hear a noise notification, so I'm gonna... Oh god, don't tell me the pop-up's broken now, too. Come on. God damn it. The pop-up's fucking broken. Alright, hold on. There's nothing overlaid over it. God, I'm trying to make the alert box work. It's not working. Good thing there's no gameplay going on. Okay, so that works. Does it just not have an animation for gifting subs? That'd be weird. Okay, well, I was able to figure out who the sub was gifted to. So, Osnick, congratulations on your free sub from Fracas. I don't know if I've ever seen you in chat, Osnick, but, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You all mean a lot to me. Oh god, I see what they mean by this game is woke. Look at Megala here. Megala. I'm too used to pronouncing the twink from Elden Ring's name, Megala. Or actually, isn't it pronounced Migla? Or Migdala? Migela? Fuck. I forget how his name is pronounced because I'm always used to saying his name the way it's spelt, not the way it's pronounced in game. I'm slurring my words. Ugh. Oh god, it's Chucky. I want to point out, I know nobody's played against twins except for maybe me. When you're against the twins, you can actually kick the baby. I don't know why we can't kick Chucky. Alright, let's do this. Let's get this bread. We gotta keep an eye out, because Chucky's a sneaky little bastard. I'm not a coward. I greed my generators. I got stuck on said generator. Let's do this! Big boy! Oh, he lost me. Lucky break value. He lost me. God, I wish I was making clips. I always forget to make clips, when I'm streaming because I don't have a hotkey for it. Your Steam account is woke? Oh, I'm so sorry. Elon Musk isn't gonna take you to Mars heaven now. My only non-woke game is Left 4 Dead. Congratulations, Modnar. I was supposed to say, why are we congratulating Modnar? They're not going to Elon Musk heaven. I know I said I wouldn't get political earlier, but even outside of politics, elongated muskrat is one of my least favorite people. Counter-Strike 2 is woke? How is Counter-Strike 2 woke, but Left 4 Dead isn't? I see him. He's in the fucking grass like a Pokemon. What? I was clean through the window. Doesn't matter. Lucky break value. He'll never find me. Because there's women? Pro DEI messaging. I don't know. This might be news for them, but there are female SWAT members. I've seen it plenty of times in, like, body cam footage. Like, shockingly enough, there are women employed in the police force. I'm a huge fan of watching body cam footage. Yeah, he thought he was gonna game me out of jumping early. I didn't know he could do that. Granted, I didn't know anything about Chucky, because I never seen anyone play him, so... Got him. Oh, he backed off. Shit. I'm trying to avoid him. Because he's in chase with Cheryl right there. And I'm exhausted, so I don't even have my, my chase perk. Oh, he's going to the gen. Actually? Oh, they got him with Flash Mine! Holy shit! Are they stealth genning? Oh, they are. I was gonna wait for him to chase them off gen so I could go right on it, but this is honestly kind of amusing. I was gonna say, dude's gonna be so pissed to see the immediate unhook. I get a feeling he's coming back. No, okay. Another gen in the books, boys! The Portland, Oregon special? Dude, Oregon is so bad. Oh my lord. Or rather, like, Portland, specifically. Oh, he's locked in on me. Swing and a miss, boy! Hit him with the skirt. Hold W value. And like that, we're fucking gone. I despise going to Portland for any reason. That's fair. Are you from that area? There's a gen somewhere around here. Thank you. You live in Washington. I heard it's rough out there. Yeah, at least it's not Oregon, though. What the fuck? You know, no, I'm not running. Let him come. She ran and she was the one that ended up in chase, oh, that's hilarious. He's gonna come over here, like, immediately after. Oh shit. A scream. Alright, well, now I don't care. Gen time. What the fuck? What the fuck? What's going on? Just greed gens? Oh yeah. No, I always greed gens. Friends till the end. Oh, Meg's dead. It doesn't matter, he can't stop me now. My repairs are too powerful. And door's right here. We might make a clean getaway. I have a pallet right there if I need it. He's right there, yeah. Where'd he go? Exposed. I hit the key. I should have just gone. I didn't realize she was dead on hook. I was so close. I was so close. Honestly, Miguel, just go. I didn't realize she was dead on hook. If I knew she was dead on hook, I would have just gone. Miguel, just go. It's not worth it. She's still... Heart of gold. Heart of gold, this woman. Oh, she just will make it. It's adorable. Mom. He's gonna be over here, I know it. She can tank one hit for me. Holy shit! Holy shit! I didn't think it was possible! I didn't think it was possible. God, that shows me for doubting. Chat, we are perpetually hope-pilled going forward. It's all hope. It's all optimism. Anything is possible. Yeah, hope. Hit perk from Dead by Daylight. No, soul is... Yellow is not the hope soul. Yellow is justice. That's why he has a gun. I forget who Hope is. My brain's telling me that Hope is, green, maybe? No, because isn't green the spear fight? Okay, apparently there isn't a Hope Soul. I don't know why I thought there was. But yeah, yellow is justice. That's why he has a gun. That's why his soul is yellow. Okay, I'm about to get like really off topic. I want to share like a personal Undertale theory of mine. Mind you, I know nothing about Deltarune. Because I personally didn't really care for Deltarune. My personal Undertale theory, right? There is a strange lacking of monsters throughout the playthrough. Like, for an entire kingdom, there isn't really all that many people in it, right? And the monsters are, with the exception of, like, Toriel, right? Obviously, Sans is an exception, but only because he promised Tutorial that he wouldn't do it. All of the monsters are innately hostile to Frisk. And I know that Azrael was killed when he brought like one of the kids back, but I don't think that one instance would be enough to be hostile to a human child. We know that other human children have fallen in the past. In my opinion, I believe that the reason there are so few monsters is because, like, the previous people who have come through, bare minimum, were neutral runs. Bare minimum. I believe, personally, that the reason there are so few monsters is because the past several humans who have fallen down absolutely fucking did a number on the population. I don't believe, like, if Undertale Yellow was canon, there's no way it was a pacifist run. That dude, Wild West, Desperado, he came in and he just started shooting the place up. That's my theory as to why there's so few monsters for an entire kingdom. Doesn't Frisk start the fight, not the monsters? That might be like a game technicality, but not necessarily. I mean, because if you think about it, like, Frisk doesn't necessarily initiate the fight. Right? Like, the encounter with Papyrus, for instance, it's not like it's all Chara. No, I'm not playing that game. That's a really funny comic, though, if you've ever seen it, where, like, Frisk murders somebody, and then she's like, oh, no, Chara forced me to do it. Exactly, Chara, why did you make me kill that guy? No, but in a lot of situations, Frisk is unironically just kind of standing there, and shit just kind of happens. From a gameplay standpoint, you could make the argument that Frisk typically initiates the encounter by virtue of walking. But Frisk, like the Undyne fight, right? Undyne is 100% the aggressor. So while technically, yeah, maybe Frisk initiates the actual gameplay encounter, but the confrontation is normally started by the other person. Alright, I need to use the bathroom. Would you guys be okay with me running an ad so that you don't just have to, like, stare at Yui idling? If we run an ad, right, it disables pre-roll for anybody else who wants to watch this in the future. Well, for anyone else who's gonna join in the next, 50 minutes. Are we all consenting to an ad run? I'm a fair and just just stream host. Sure, alright. I'm running a 60-second ad. If you're subscribed, you're not gonna see anything. And I'm back. Hello, hello. Thank you all for allowing me to make a little bit money. I normally don't run ads. Unfortunately, I'm kind of forced to run pre-rolls. So I would get rid of those if I could, but I don't like running ads because I don't want to make somebody watch an ad. Like, I understand that I'm affiliated with Twitch, and by nature of that, money has to be made, right? And if I'm expecting revenue, Twitch is expecting me to do some work. But I don't like pre-rolls. And the annoying thing is, right, if I want to disable pre-rolls, I'm required to run mid-roll ads. Dude, that's even more annoying. I don't want to do ad breaks. Ugh. Whatever. Let's play more Survivor. But yeah, it's the entire reason I don't ask people to, like, follow, subscribe, whatever. Like the video, subscribe the video, whatever. I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna ask anyone to give me money. I'm not going to throw up ads and expect you to watch them, because in my opinion, this is pretty low quality content, and I don't think you should be charged. I don't think you should be charged to watch this. And I mean, we're all just here for a good time anyway. Let's look at skins, since we're gonna be here for a little bit. Did they ever give new skins for Nancy? I guess so. I don't like any of them. What about Steve? No clue who this dweeb is, but I'm sure Stranger Things fans are like hyped at that. I actually saw a skin for Dwight the other day that I really liked. Where is it? Because for the first time in years, I was playing Dead by Daylight off stream. It's not this one. No. No. Because I don't like the majority of Dwight's skins. It was this one, yeah. I like this skin. Because Dwight is very obviously supposed to be like a dweeb character, but I genuinely can't get into a lot of his outfits. They're goofy, but like, what's the actual difference between the survivors? Other than their starting perks, there actually is some differences that some people actually care about. So for a long time, people would play Claudette because Claudette had access to a lot of darker clothing, on top of the fact that Claudette has darker skin, and she tended to blend into the map a lot better, which made her better for stealth. But also, every survivor has different voices, right? They make different noises when they're injured, when they're running, etc. Some people care about that. So some people pick survivors based on them being particularly quiet. Some survivors are smaller or larger than others. You'll notice that Nia is a relatively like small survivor compared to David. Some people care about that. I don't. I mean, you saw my Yui skin. I wear bright yellow pants. I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to, like, win with meta advantage. Another thing you'll probably see people do. I know it's particularly common with, like, sweaty survive with friends. You might see people all play the same character. I see this happen in competitive games especially. Everybody plays the same character so that the killer has trouble distinguishing who's who. It might be a little harder for them to figure out, like, who they've hooked previously without looking at the UI and that kind of thing. You'll also see, it's not uncommon for more toxic survive with friends. You don't see this as much in competitive, but more toxic survive with friends, they might have one person playing, say, Fang, normal cosmetics, and then a Fang with the bloodied cosmetics. I've seen people try to do this before, where they try to, like, tap out. So, like, the normal one gets injured, and they try to switch out with the bloodied one. I understand that they're trying to make it, like, fake out that the character's already injured. I've never fallen for this, and I've never seen anyone fall for this, so I don't know what the idea behind the trick is. Oh, hey, look, we're up against, Ghoul. I've never gone against Ghoul, and honestly, I'm still baffled by the Tokyo Ghoul crossover. Ghoul. I'm surprised none of the woke reviews mentioned the Tokyo Ghoul crossover, because I mean, look it, they added a twink to the game. Oh, see you later, Bill. Is Tokyo Ghoul woke? I don't know, I never watched it. I was just commenting on the fact that the killer is a twink. I want to see if I can evade him. Didn't work. That's okay though. We got a head start. Damn, okay. He's quick. I've literally never gone against this guy. I don't know what he can do. Yeah, he's quick as shit. You just know he's OP? It looks like it, dude. He moves so fast. I think he's coming back. Yeah, he is. Hello. Oh, he's immediately on my ass again. Fake the vault. What the fuck? What the fuck? I just got sandbagged. I'm honestly speechless. So if you're wondering what I was planning on doing there, I was gonna fake the vault so that he whiffed an attack and I could make distance, right? When I went to fake the vault, I was stopped dead in my tracks by the Ash player who was just standing there. Yeah, he was just blocking my path. And then when the killer downed me, he just kind of stared at him. Yeah, now he's just kind of camping. Teamers? No. The guy's just an idiot. It's not... It's highly unlikely for you to end up in the same game as the, as your partner if, like, you queued for a random game. Every Assassin's Creed is woke? I'm curious how the first one would be woke. I could see them making an argument for the newer games, because, like, female protagonist or whatever they hate, right? But the older games are, I don't know, I can't think of anything woke about them. Is he camping still? Probably. This fucker was hiding in a cabinet. Yep, he's immediately on my ass. God forbid. What? Whatever, get me out of this lobby. That was terrible. Every Assassin's Creed is overtly pro-DEI. I refuse to believe that, because the entire point of Assassin's Creed is overthrowing the government. Assassin's Creed is literally the same plot every time. It's about, like, liberty versus authority. That's all it is. The Assassins supposedly stand for, like, personal liberty, and the Templars stand for, like, overbearing authority. Yeah, no, I agree. It is the same game 14 times in a row. The older ones are at least fun in the way that, like, they spin the formula around, but the newer ones, they bore me. I'm going back to playing Killer. that ghoul game really put a sour taste in my mouth. I want to goof around to Springtrap some more. Actually, chat, Springtrap or Xenomorph? I'm enjoying playing either of them. What are we feeling? Springtrap? Okay. Damn, he was so excited. He started tweaking out. Look at that. I already have Knight's perks unlocked. I have Pig's perks unlocked. Xeno's not maxed out. Xeno's only level 49. Everybody else is higher level. We'll play Springtrap though.
I'm back.
Yeah, we'll run this. Geometry Dash is woke because there's a lot of like neon colors, and that's kind of LGBT. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish Springtrap had more cosmetics. Yeah, because everybody knows that unless you're like a goth cat boy, right? You have to wear you have to wear dark colors or you'll be gay. Because bright colors is homosexual. If you are a goth cat boy, wearing dark colors doesn't stop you from being gay. I love the stay out of sight of cameras, as if the cameras aren't right above the doors that I have to use to teleport. Alright, I'm getting a little sick of indoor maps, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't use them as Springtrap. Only the survivors can use them. They're on this gen. Hi there! Look at them scatter. Nice try. Move up, down, left, right, taking sing.
You will see.
Yeah, I knew they'd be somewhere nearby. Okay, buddy. Since you want it so bad.
Your struggle will end soon.
She's nearby. Yep. Backtrack around. Yeah, nice one, buddy. Are we just gonna keep running this? I gave him a second chance. Yeah, nice try. The wind noise? Do you mean the candles? That could also be my chair creaking. I'm not sure what else though. The mic moves? The mic is stationary. It's on a stand. That's some good pressure on everyone right there. I don't know what she's trying to run me around. There's no pallet. What's your plan here? Lamau. I think he's just trying to buy time for Hatch. Yeah. He got lucky with the Hatch play, though. Hatch is better than it used to be. Hatch used to be like the go-to for toxic survive with friends. Think about me every night. Oh, you're gonna get some. Maybe I know it's a espresso down the road. We'll play one more. I can sing a little louder if you want. I'm just like in and out of it because occasionally I have to lock in. But a lot of times, if I'm trying to keep myself focused or if I'm trying to keep myself calm, it does help to have like a you know, a steady song for me to go in and out of. I think I've told you before that there's a handful of songs that always sit in the back of my head, and I use them to kind of balance out like my emotional state if I find myself like particularly sad, particularly angry. But yeah, I have a like a calmer version of espresso playing in the background. Like it's a much slower kind of casual pace. And it's kind of helping keep my focus. Vacation, and I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling when I act this way. I know I got him. Too bad your ex can't do it for you. Rock didn't keep Jewish for you. The only song I can think of that quells anxiety is dude yelling rock and roll McDonald's. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll sing a song to close out stream. That one. Somebody's nearby. Oh, they're up there. Yeah, you're not gonna fool me that easily. That was easy. What in the Thunderbolt? I knew somebody would come here eventually. Double back. We want to get Pop Goes the Weasel value. I knew they'd run outside anyway. There's so much, like, shirtless men in this lobby. I should have pre-charged it. Just barely. Just the tip. I want to go check that one. Excuse me. Is that sweet? I guess so. Hi. Admittedly, I lost track of them. Nice try, though. Hi. The old moonwalking trick. Just a little too slow. Nice try. Hello. Gotcha. Learn from your mistakes. What? How'd they get it at that angle? There's somebody on that gen. They must have had like some super flashlight. Yeah, they're here. I'm gonna break away. Hi. Looks like you played yourself, my friend. Oh no, not this time. Sorry, Felix. Looks like you're out. Break away. Gotcha. Good work not 3-genning themselves. Last guy has to be on that gen up there. I shouldn't say last guy, I should say the unaccounted for guy. Quick and easy. Nope. Nice try. They were trying to hold me there. Uh-oh, Meg. You're on your last hook. Looks like that's game for you. Honestly, I'm not even gonna go after them. They unhooked themselves. That's so rare, I don't feel like ruining it for them. They're probably trying to find each other so they can heal. Or not. That's another way that you can geek out flashlight people. Just like hover over the body and pretend to pick them up, and they'll just assume you're going for it. There she is. Yeah, they thought I was gonna go for the tail whip. That's why they were like preemptively banging it to the right. If you're wondering where I'm going, I'm actually looking for Hatch. I'm letting Feng go. Why not more? No, I'm letting him go. They did good. If I could find Hatch, at least. Is it down here? There you go, buddy. That Fang wasn't half bad. They wasted a lot of their time going for flashlight saves, but they also got really lucky on the self unhook. I don't know. I wanted to cut them a break. Let them go. All right, chat. You want me to sing a song for our last thing here before we send this out? You want me to sing? It's okay if you don't. We can call it here if you don't want me to. Impartial? Sure, okay. It's probably gonna sound a little weird without the instrumentals, but we'll do it anyway. You know, a little goofy thing to end the stream with. And I'll probably get copyright claimed if I put it in the background. I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you can tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong situation, and anytime you want it to stop, I know I can treat you better than he can. And any guy like you deserves a gentleman. Tell me, why are we wasting time on all your wasted crime when you should be with me instead? I know I can treat you better than he can. we'll call it there. Thank you all for stopping by. It was nice having you all here. Bye-bye.